Who are you?
Whoever you want me to be.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
It's feeling epic.
3 words. 8 letters.
I remember everything.
None of it matters. You are my soulmate. That's it. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're not Jewish. I choose you every time.
Well, you're in luck. And scene. What an ending. You know, I wanted you to give a little more Adam Brody in that, I'm not going to lie.
What am I supposed to do? I'm not Adam Brody.
It's hard to replicate.
I can't replicate it. I'm sorry. I was trying to do better. He has that very calm demeanor. I was trying to channel that, but it's just so hard.
He is very
he talks
calm.
where I know it's this like velvety way of speaking. It's like I don't know, where it's like it's very direct, but it's not aggressive. It's hard to do.
It's hot.
It's just hot.
Just hot. Well, welcome to the Previously on Teen TV podcast. I'm your host, TV fangirl, Jillian Benani. With me again is my husband, the unethical podcaster himself. It's Dr. Tyler.
That's me. Manipulating you, using things you've said on the podcast against you.
How
the unethical
dare you.
Podcaster, Dr.
I will
Tyler.
never be calling you Dr. Tyler. That's for sure.
One time only.
One time only, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Jillian's got to catch a flight, so this is going to be a short pod. We got to keep it moving in this. We're burning through episodes 7 through 10 of season 2 of Nobody Wants This.
We finished the whole season very quickly. And yeah, we're talking about the rest of it today. In our last episode, we got into some burning questions that we had. We made some predictions, actually,
we did make some predictions.
For these final episodes, up 7 through 10. We were wrong about Morgan marrying Dr. Andy.
It did get close. We
were
thought there was
so
a chance
close. Yeah.
that Morgan and Dr. Andy would actually get married because it's just Morgan, you know. She just goes with things.
That was my note of I wish I just would have gone like full wedding with that and then we wouldn't get her walking down the aisle. But
instead of the engagement party?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I get
that
it.
engagement party looked fun.
It did. Very expensive, too. They put a lot of money in that to break up.
But she came to her senses, so we were right about that.
Luckily, we were wrong
Dr.
about
Andy's,
that.
We were right that we thought they were a terrible match and wouldn't work out together, but we still thought they'd get married.
We thought this was going all the way.
Yeah. We just thought that would probably irritate Joanne the most.
We thought they would get married, but it would end in divorce.
Yeah.
Not long after.
Yeah. But we were wrong. She came to her senses.
At least that party was on Dr. Andy's bill, so it all worked out. And then we were wrong about Sasha and Esther figuring it out. Sadly, that was such a bummer.
That was sad. I think I was just like, oh, they're just teasing us all season. These people are like the comic relief and fun. They're going to be back together. They're going to be I thought they were going to be doing some organized dance at the engagement party, but no. Like, they kind of had the saddest note of anything on this show.
I found that to be so heartbreaking of this couple who's been together for so long. And then this is what's happening. It's just really sad. But I still think they're gonna pull through. I believe in them. I think
this has been a lesson to me that if you get bangs, I need to be worried. I need to be working overtime.
That is a sign of crisis. So
Noted.
now you know.
Yeah. We were right about some things, though.
We were. Those were the things we got wrong. What we got right, that Lynn would follow through on being Jewish, that it wasn't just a phase. I'm telling you, we're getting that bat mitzvah next season. We need it.
That's going to be great.
I do love that that she followed through with it, that she's doing it. And,
I know. Joanne's face when she's like, oh, this is the one thing you're going to follow through on and it be real.
So good.
Of course.
Also, she really fits in that like hippie temple.
She
with
does.
Seth Rogen.
She seems to have found her place. Everyone likes her. Yeah.
I love that. And
you know, one thing about it is it feels like all the other Jewish people in the show don't take the Jewish thing as seriously as Noah and Joanne do, where they just seem to, they've been in crisis for 2 seasons arguing about what it means to be Jewish and whether she's converting and all this. And everyone, I don't know, I just feel like they're like, yeah, Lynn's Jewish now. Like, I feel like everyone is like a lot more like chill about some of this. And Noah and Joanne are really in their heads about it.
Well, I feel like everyone else is like, you want to be Jewish? Be Jewish.
Be Jewish.
We'll take you. We'll take it.
On, join the tribe.
And we were right in that it seems that Noah and Temple Ahava is not working out. We didn't really see a follow through with this, but it seems like it's not really a full match.
It seemed to be hinting towards the end that he was leaving, but I don't think we ever got anything definitive.
No,
and I think
we
they
didn't.
just have left it open-ended for the next season.
They were like, let's wait and see if we can get Seth Rogen again.
So maybe he'll work it out, but it definitely is not working for him. He even said it's not my temple. He said it's a good temple, but it's not my temple. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. That is a big question going into next season. And then the biggest undecided question is, will Joanne and Noah, are we moving forward? It seems like we are. It seems like they took a step forward, but I need to know how. Are we moving in together?
Are you sure these aren't undecided questions from last season? Because
I know.
It felt like we were in the exact same spot.
I know. I needed some like confirmation on where we were headed.
I know. Oh,
Give me a flash
I mean, it was
forward.
a very funny season and fun, but I do wish we had a little bit of movement on Joanne and Noah this season, because it feels like we're a little stuck in the mud of where didn't it kind of end exactly like this last season?
I think this is the 8 to 10 episode trap that we get in.
Yeah.
Is that when you only have 10 episodes, you don't move the story forward too much, especially in a comedy more so. I think it's really hard in these like 20-minute episodes to really move it forward and have it feel authentic.
Sure.
And then a lot of times it just kind of feels like we take maybe like one little baby step forward a season, which is hard.
Yeah. They're lucky that Kristen Bell and Adam Brody are so good at this, because they kind of charm us into having a good time with it the whole time.
They do.
But I'm like, man, we did not move very forward this season.
No. I definitely thought we were going to see them like moving in or something, but I guess that will be next season. I mean, I took it as they're moving forward and she's converting too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took it.
Yeah. But I guess it was us finding out what this show's actually about. It feels like it's going to be about whether they can make it work and get together. Like get married in the end.
I feel like
because it feels like there's no story past that, I guess, in this show. This show is all about the lead up to that, so they do have to stretch that out a little.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I don't know. If she was so undecided last season, I guess it makes sense that she'd still be struggling with it for a while.
Yeah. I think that they definitely wanted to emphasize, like, it is a big decision, and, like, she herself is not taking it lightly.
Sure.
Like, the two of them.
You saying Lynn's taking it lightly?
What?
You saying Lynn's taking it lightly?
No, I
don't think so. She seems to genuinely feel it.
I know. I think she is going with the feeling.
Even harder on Joanne.
I know. Well, maybe we'll get them converting together, which would be very funny.
Yeah. All right, let's break down the eps.
All right, we're starting with ep 7, when you know, you know.
When
which
you know,
I
you know.
also hate that saying. I think it's so ridiculous. Like,
people say that.
It's
that does sound like a saying someone says with someone who has no anxiety says that. When you know, you know. And it's like, well, or you could lie in bed awake all night thinking about it.
Or it's somebody like who says that who like really thought it out for a long time, like made lists.
Oh, that's a great point.
And but then they're telling other people like, yeah, when you know, you know.
Yep, that's
true. And it's like, or you really thought this through, but you're acting like you didn't.
But I did very much believe that when you know is something Morgan would say about why she's suddenly marrying her therapist.
So good. We got a lot of good stuff in this app. I mean, we got Temple Ahava.
We got to see Temple Ahava, which I think you would have signed right up to be going
Oh,
to Temple
yeah. This was
the
my
Steven
kind of place.
Spielberg wing? This is great.
Any place that's like kind of leaning a little bit towards cult is for me.
Absolutely. I mean, this place seems to be loaded with money too. Like that. I mean, their facilities are so nice.
It's gorgeous. Is Steven Spielberg giving them all that money?
I love Seth Rogen's line of he's like, we got a lot of industry people here. Premieres are a big deal. You can miss Shabbat for the movie premiere.
For like Fantastic Four, it was. Oh my
great.
God, that was
That's
so
great.
good. I love that. That felt like authentic to what Seth Rogen would say too. I mean,
Yes.
the best part of this up though was the wedding dress shopping.
Yes.
I mean, iconic. They went full in on Joanne losing it. Trying on that wedding dress was crazy.
Kristen Bell was excellent. She is just in crisis, spinning out. Like, she just seemed like, I mean, people were horrified when she came out in that wedding dress. What are you doing? It's funny.
Even the people who work there were like, that is not what you do. When she's like,
No.
what? You just throw one on when you're here. And everyone was
Yeah.
like,
No, you definitely
absolutely
can't
not.
go wedding dress shopping without putting one on.
Oh my God. I mean, that
Can you
is
imagine if
just-
someone did that to you?
No. No. I would
Do you
not
think-
be happy.
I mean, it had to be a sister because I don't think a friend
Yeah.
could come back from doing something like that.
I had one friend that I went wedding dress shopping with, and she kept being like, you should try one on. You should put one on. And this was
Really?
like before we were engaged. And I
Oh,
was like,
that's
no.
funny.
Also, like, I feel like you're leading me into a trap here.
That
Like,
was definitely a trap. Was she trying to sabatage us?
I don't know. I was
She
just
sends
like,
me a
I'm not
photo
putting
of
one
you in a
on.
wedding dress. I'd have been like, psycho.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah, it would not have been great. Yeah, I would be leaning towards Rebecca territory with that.
Yeah. That was great, though.
The
The
wedding
sisters
dresses
are
look
not getting
great.
along.
No, which I hate when they don't get along. It like
Yeah, this season
it pains
was-
me.
We love them as a team, and a lot of this season was them against each other.
What I like though about I actually did kind of feel like this season was more about them, the sisters,
Definitely,
than
that's
it was
true.
about
That's a good
Noah
point.
and Joanne a little bit. What I like though about their fights is that I see both sides. Like, I know like Morgan is being crazy with this wedding
Mm-hmm.
and marrying Dr. Andy, but like she makes some good points about Joanne.
I kind of thought they were making good podcasts together while they were fighting, though. I was like, this
Yeah.
would be juicy to listen to, these two
Oh,
going at it. The clear tension of Morgan was so, like, threatened by this relationship with the prophet, with Noah. And then
Yeah.
now she's just marrying her therapist all of a sudden. I'd be like, what a podcast. This is crazy.
Oh yeah, that would be like can't miss episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, the tension between these sisters.
It's like now's not the time to stop recording, ladies.
Once again,
Get in there.
so much editing for Sherry Cola having to
Yeah,
produce this
I know.
podcast.
Poor
These girls
girl.
just don't speak for long periods of time as they stew at each other.
Poor girl.
And that
Well, and-
episode ended with them being like, "How was your day?" Episode
Oh,
7
this
does.
was telling. I thought
And
it
them
was,
just-
this was such a
that
good
was
device
chilling.
to show that they're not telling each other the truth and opening up to each other when they say, "How was your day?" and they both just say, "It was good."
You see, they're just. I mean,
Oh
because
my
you'd
God.
seen their days throughout the app of
Yeah.
just Noah having to do that agree disagree game with the kids and
Yeah.
stuff, where he's on the wrong side of everything to them, and also Joanne having her big fight on the podcast, and then in the end they're just not communicating, they're not telling
Yeah.
each other the truth, which is sad because that's what they were good at.
That really got me worried for them. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, is this the beginning of the end? Because I think that's like a telltale sign that things are not going great. If you're not, when you stop communicating like that.
Yes.
So
On to the next.
That had me worried. All right, moving on to episode 8, A Better Rabbi.
Oh, that's where they're hanging in the yard at the beginning, and they see Gabe. And we
Who's
find out
divorcing Abby Loves Smoothies
we
now.
find out Gabe and Abby Loves Smoothies that didn't make it.
who we thought were the perfect couple.
I don't think anyone thought they were the perfect couple.
Instagram did.
I was like, they're setting something up back in that Abby Loves Smoothies app because Gabe is just profanely cursing at all. Like, he is just over the top cursing at all times and on the phone throughout that. So it did feel like he's this detached guy who's like faking it to be there.
I was shocked to see him return, though. I really thought we were going to leave them in that episode. So I was like, oh, wow. He's back. Gabe is back. And Noah is trying to give him advice.
Yeah. That's
Noah
kind of
loves
funny.
telling out advice.
Yeah. Adam Brody had to do these scenes about like, no, Leighton Meester is good.
I know, that is so true. He's like, you guys really had something.
That kind of seemed nice when he talked to him about his marriage and stuff. And he kind of admitted Noah that he wasn't as rigid, like was trying to be open-minded because Joanne had kind of been devil's advocate with him that maybe they shouldn't be together if they're miserable.
I did think that was a really interesting perspective of Noah is kind of stuck in this. Well, you need to work on it. You can try. Like, I've gotten couples out of this. You just need to go to counseling and work on it. And sometimes a relationship is just done.
Yeah, well,
It's
he's just
over.
and he's not completely seeing her perspective that like she had a very like rough upbringing with her parents, like her dad being gay and her parents being together, and it was just like causing so much tension and such a like mess in her house that was clearly affecting her, while like Noah is thinking like, no, more happy home, family's important kind of stuff, and he's just not quite giving her like that perspective that sometimes people stay together who shouldn't be together, and that can mess up a home.
We really got a lot more info on her backstory in this season, on Joanne's backstory. I love that speech that she was giving of, my parents get along now, but that's not how it was growing up. Mm-hmm. And she went to different high schools and just really struggled of like finding a safe place for herself.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that backstory because it tells so much about who she is and kind of her struggles with Noah.
Yeah. She's one of those people where it feels like people don't treat her like she's a deep person. It's like there's actually a lot going on here that like made her the way she is.
She just takes a bit to open up about it.
Sure. Speaking of her crazy mom, her who we love, Lynn doing going to conversion at Temple Ahava was so funny when they're like,
so good.
You just want the loose conversion. Yeah, the loose conversion.
6 months.
You're a 6-month girly.
You're a 6-month girl. That was so good. I loved it.
Yeah.
And we found out Lynn knows so much. Lynn has been up studying. Like, she is ready to go.
Oh, that was impressive. I know. It is like she's that type where she dedicates herself if she needs to.
Well, we got to talk about, it was revealed that Dr. Andy dated another patient.
Dear Lord.
Huge red flag.
Yeah, that's not great.
That
was so bad when that came in.
That was
bad.
bad.
He was like, you were my patient. She's like, we dated. And I was like, oh, boy.
I feel like Morgan was like,
Morgan,
no.
what are you doing? Morgan really thought she was the special one.
Yeah. But he lied about it and said that she was the only one. So, I mean, it's not shocking, but...
It's not shocking at all. Dr. Andy?
I was rooting for him at one point, okay?
The unethical therapist?
Yeah.
Might be an unethical boyfriend?
Well, and then we get a lot revealed, too, in the Esther and Rebecca dinner.
Yeah. It is fun when Rebecca comes back in, because I am like,
I
she's
do
this
enjoy
wild
that
card in the story. Yeah, she's finding herself doing classes and stuff, doing surf class. But Esther, what's going on with her this season?
Well, we find out a lot more about her backstory in this conversation, where she says that they got married because she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And they were so young. And this was stuff we didn't really know before. So I thought that was very telling of Esther is now seeing her friend have this new life, get into all these new things, new activities, is like free.
Yeah.
And she's like, I've never been free. I've never been able to do this stuff. And it seems like she just wants some time and space to herself.
Noah has really blown up a lot of people's lives.
I know.
Because him breaking up with Rebecca has like caused Rebecca to go find herself in this new life, which is like inspiring Esther. And then I think also Esther probably feels a little bit like she was with Sasha because like they're this tight-knit Jewish community who values family. And then the rabbi's just going rogue and dating like non-Jewish women. I guess we can all do whatever we want. Like he did sort of like rock the boat a little bit. I hope Sasha doesn't end up blaming him for all this.
It feels like their lives just blew up a little bit with this. And I think that's then when people start to really look at their life and then kind of think about what they want.
Yeah.
And make some changes. Like Esther's life really did blow up with all this too. So
yeah,
it is kind of crazy. Noah just, I don't know. Yeah, rocking the boat.
Sasha and Morgan were very funny trying to break into that phone, which I did think it was very funny at the Genius Bar when they're like, if you're trying to break in to your fiance's phone, doesn't that already tell you the answer?
I was also like, wow, that is good advice. That
good
is
advice
so
from the Genius Bar.
I was like, good for that guy. He is right.
He was
I mean, those two
right.
just have such great, funny scenes together.
They're so funny.
I love it. Well, and then we end this app with Joanne being evicted.
Yeah. Well,
because of Morgan.
Before that, there's the big speech that they have where like Noah really calls her out of like, are you going to stick with me or are you kind of a flake like your parents? And I just wanted to say, I thought Kristen Bell's like speech about like, I never had like stability my whole life and now I crave it and you think I'm going to throw it away. I thought she gave like such a good speech right there.
And said so much about who she is in that.
Yes.
It was such a good speech. She delivered it amazingly. I got to say, when Noah asked her that, I was like, what? What are you doing?
Yeah.
But
I know. He was really poking the bear there. But
he was. But you know what? It got her to open up. And I feel like that's what he wanted.
I feel
He
like
wanted that like
prodding her a little
reassurance
bit,
and for her to kind of dig a little deeper and open up. I mean, it's like even on their first date in season 1 when he's making her the pasta, she's trying to just kind of like be funny and be cute. And he asks her questions, I think about like her childhood or something like that. And she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm trying to get to know you. Like he does
Get
like
through
to go
the defense
deep.
mechanisms.
Yeah. So I feel like he's just consistently trying to kind of get through there. So sometimes he has to go with those like a harsh question. But I mean, I really
then it
love
ends
that
with her being
moment.
evicted, like you said, because Morgan told the landlord to listen to the pod. So be careful what you say on the pod, because she admitted she threw up in the pool and had lied to the landlord about it. Fabrizio. I forgot his name was Fabrizio.
We better not be talking about our apartment on this pod. I don't want to get evicted.
I'll edit anything out about the apartment. New York City is cutthroat for apartments. We can't get evicted.
I was like, oh, that was a good apartment that Joanne had. Yeah. Oh, God. All right. Should we move on to episode 9?
Episode 9.
Okay. This was a wild episode. I mean,
that opening was awkward. That's where she's searching for the new apartment, right?
It's so uncomfortable. I mean, and I just kept being like, why aren't they moving in together? Why aren't they moving in together? And Joanne's wondering the same thing.
He's like, oh, that looks like a nice place. You won't want to leave.
I was like, oh my God.
Dude.
He's not even offering her to stay with him for like a little bit as she figures it out or something like that. Like it is just like he put up that wall.
He really did. I was like, dude, you're acting like you're like 24.
I know.
I don't know. Like,
I
this
was a
is
little bit like, you're in your
crazy.
30s,
Let
you
her
love this
live with
girl.
you.
You have a home. Like, you have
Yeah.
a house. That looks
Yeah.
quite nice.
Yes.
If you're spending every night together anyways. Yeah. But I do kind of
and
get...
Rebecca seemed to live with him, right? Like, so he had lived with someone before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So maybe that's also a little bit why he wanted to pump the brakes on this. But I mean, I think I get his point of view of, I don't really want you to move in with me unless we know you're converting. Like, it just feels like they have to do every step almost at once. It's like she needs to say she's converting, then she needs to move in, and then like it's going to lead to like marriage and all that. At least in his mind.
I am a little
I'm not
confused
saying
about
that's
this.
right. I'm not saying that's
Yeah.
right, but like in his mind, that like the converting thing is the number one thing.
Yeah. I mean, I almost want Joanne to ask him directly of like, so if I convert, then you're marrying me and I move in? Like, is that
Right.
basically the ask? So, like, are you quasi-asking her to marry you? Like, you know what I mean? It's such a big ask. It's a difficult thing. to,
Yeah, it's hard because it is kind of like he's almost like proposing if he's asking about converting so much, you know?
Yeah. Do this task and you'll be pre-approved to get married.
Yeah, that is kind of what it feels like. Like, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
like,
taking the romance out of it too.
Yeah. Which is what they're struggling with. But it does cause her and Morgan to make up because she desperately needs her sister to complain to about that she can't move in with Noah.
I love that Morgan called it right away. Of like, I know you have a problem. Like, I know you have a Noah
Yes.
problem. Just say it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
For her to be
Well-
like, Dr. Andy's fine.
Yeah. And then we get them playing that game.
Oh, the Go Deep game. We got to get this game. I want to play it with our friends and just see how vicious it can get. This could
mean-
really blow things up.
Yeah, this is
What
a
a
game
game.
that will blow up friendships for sure.
What a
Like, it's a game
game.
where everyone will leave fighting no matter what, which is what happened in this show.
But I did enjoy the premise of going deep of people revealing things about themselves.
I was like, some good questions are being brought up here.
Yeah.
Well, it was
no
so
one knew
fun
about
at
Sasha's
first.
martial arts.
That was
No one had
sad
gone
when
to
he was
any of
like,
his
I
tournaments."
invited you guys.
It's so good.
Oh my God.
Even Noah was like, what? You do what?
That was sad.
That was so funny.
I felt
Find
for
out
him.
Dr. Andy has a twin.
Oh my God, that was
I'm like,
so
Dr.
good.
Andy's in like a soap opera. Like, this the reveals that keep coming out.
I want to know more about the twin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those games that's like so fun at first, and you're like, "This is great," and then
Oh.
as it goes on, then you're like, "Oh no!"
It's a one-round game. The first
Yeah.
round, I think you can have fun and survive it. And if you go any past that, it's like things are going to start falling apart. I mean, every couple was screaming at each other.
Yeah, I mean, the Noah and Joanne,
But
fight.
Noah reveals it was not a hard decision. It was an easy decision to not
Eek.
ask her to move in.
No one
Yikes.
wants to hear that.
That was hard. I don't think he should have said that.
I
That
don't
was
think he
worse
should have
than-
said
that.
that.
Might have been that was probably worse than his asking for a night off.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he just is not great with his words sometimes because I
A little too
think
blunt.
he comes off too blunt.
Yeah.
I don't think he means it to be that harsh, but it's like, whoa, dude, that is cutting.
Yikes. But then they have that kind of fight after they go back. Like the episode kind of ends where you're not real sure where they stand because
I
like it
truly
goes back to them like kind of having a fight where he's like, no, you do have to become Jewish for me to be with you.
I truly thought they were fully broken up at this point because I was like, we're in a standstill. She's not ready,
Yeah.
but she wants to move in with him.
Well, did
So
you
it's like
get his
she wants to take
perspective?
these other steps in her relationship, but she can't because this thing is in the way. The conversion thing is in the way.
Did you get his perspective that he felt like if she moves in, we'll never address this question again?
Yes, I actually did think that was.
And I'm like, you could have
a good
explained
way
it
to
that way
word it.
better than say it was an easy decision.
Yeah. But I got what he meant. Like, this is the number one most important thing to him, at this time at least. This is really, really important to him, which he has continuously brought up. And she hasn't really made much progress with this at this point in time.
Yes.
And I think he's trying to give her space with it, but if they want to take these other steps, he needs to know what she's going to do. Like, we've seen him be very traditional.
Yes.
Like, he wants his wife to be Jewish at this point.
He doesn't fit in at this New Age temple. He does want,
Yeah.
like, tradition. He doesn't want what Seth Rogen's describing of, like, you know, his wife who doesn't really know Jewish stuff. Like,
Yeah.
He does want her to know the text
And I do think
that
if they
he
moved
cares
in,
deeply about.
I think if they moved in, then the next step would be like a marriage thing, and the conversion thing is just completely off the table, and there's no progress at all. I could see how that would happen 100%. So I get his fear with that.
Sure.
I thought they had a good talk. It was just really sad.
I know. We weren't quite sure where it would end. And I think that added us. We were a little confused when the next step starts.
I thought we were like in a time jump. I don't know if it was the elevator thing or what.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, time has passed.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Episode
we're at
10,
Morgan's
when-
wedding or we're at Lynn's bat mitzvah. I don't know which one.
When Noah met Joanne, clearly a play on when Harry met Sally, which they ended up following through on because we get the chase sequences. Like
I'd
when
love a
Harry met
chase
Sally.
sequence.
Yeah.
It's so good. Give me a romance of a chase sequence and people realizing their feelings any day.
But they're really setting it up at the beginning because you see the escalators going up and down and the elevator and stuff. So it was just like, and I thought it was a good like visual metaphor throughout the ep of like they can't get on the same level.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did think that was great. Like they are struggling to get on the same page together. But
I thought it was a
seems
great
like-
idea. Yeah,
it seems
to
like a
show it
little
that
bit
way.
of time has passed. Like a few
Yes.
weeks, it seems like, and they have not really been speaking.
And they're just
they
kind
are
of
not on
cold.
good terms.
Yeah. They seem quite cold to each other. That's why I get you thought it was like quite a time jump. But it doesn't seem like a big time jump. Seems like
Yeah.
it's been a little bit of time.
Yeah. I know. We've never really seen them be that cold to each other.
But they were faking it. Which
Yeah.
is funny. I thought that was a very funny thing of like, you know, half the couples at a party are faking it.
Oh, I know.
Like mad at each other or something.
Well,
They're
and
like-
when Lynn comes up and was like, I saw you guys whispering sweet nothings to each
Yeah.
other, and they're like fighting.
Did y'all hook up in the bathroom? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Adam Brody's fake
It was funny
smile
when
throughout
Noah
this
almost
ep was
said-
so good.
When he almost said tabled it again, I feel like she was about to lose it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Adam Brody doing that fake smile where you're just like, what is happening to your
What
face?
is going on with his face? Something with his nose.
Yeah, it was so funny.
We got to see Sasha break out his dance moves at the party.
I can't believe they had him do that dance twice.
Well, he learned it. He was like, we got to do
They're
this
like,
maybe
bring it in
every ep."
again. Well, and it really was another moment again where Sasha has like done something, accomplished this thing, and no one cares and no one's paying attention to it.
They're not even looking at him while he's doing his dance. No one cares.
They're arguing over the video, so he can't even post it.
Well, I thought that arguing over the video, I was wondering if that was going to come back. And maybe it will next season or something. Because I was like, Sasha seems like the type who wouldn't be listening to the audio when he posts the video. And he could just end up posting that with their audio under it. And it's like, it says something about like, get back with Rebecca or something. I was like, this could cause all sorts of drama if this audio comes out.
That's true. That would be
I think they were
fun.
setting something up. That could be fun.
Yeah. Everyone running around the party, though, And Morgan trying to break up with Dr. Andy at the party was really great. So I feel like we
great.
got some really good comedic relief with these more sadder Noah Joanne moments, which
I
was
thought that was
nice.
very real, though, when Joanne was like, do you really want me to give it to you? Like, why I don't think you should be with this guy? Because, like, I do think girls probably have that, like, code of, like, obviously I have a stockpile, but, like, I don't think you want me to unleash this on the guy you're going to marry. Like,
Well, and don't not break up with him. And then now I've said all this bad stuff about him. There is like a fine line you kind of have to tread with this, with a loved one or a friend.
It was really Lynn who talked some sense into her, who got her to like do this. It took her mom being like, don't be like me where you're married to someone for years because you think like you're not good enough and have to settle.
They really did a good job of making the parents' backstory and relationship deeper this season. Because I feel like in season 1, it was used more as laughs.
Yes.
And they really, I thought, took it to a deeper place this season.
Lynn's the hero of this season. She really is like
MVP.
Like their mom really is a role model. She's like, I feel something like spiritually and religiously, and I'm following it all the way through and learning everything about it. And then she's also just like being like, don't be married to someone you don't want to be married to. Like she really is like the hero of the season.
Well, and you kind of got to respect Lynn for following her heart on everything now, even if it's like trying a bunch of new stuff every few months. But she clearly didn't for many years.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason to why she's doing all this.
She's learned these lessons. Yeah. Use her wisdom. I thought Morgan did a great job breaking up with Andy. She was like, she did like therapy techniques of like, say it back to me.
Dr. Andy saying that he was heartbroken, but as her therapist, he's so proud of her was really funny.
That was great.
Yeah.
The funniest part was the party just keeps going after that.
I know.
No one has any idea that they're breaking up. And everyone's just going nuts at this party, which again, great party. Looked beautiful.
There was dancing. It looked really fun.
There's hearts. Yeah.
I love the moment between Esther and Joanne.
Yes.
Their moment together. Where
Esther's going through it because she's kind of, I don't really know where she stands with Sasha, but it was kind of like she needs to be away from him. Like,
I took it as she's taking a little bit of a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eek.
So we basically got 3 breakups because we got like Morgan and Andy, Esther and Sasha, and Noah and Joanne kind of have sort of a breakup at the party.
I know. It was kind of a devastating
this is a
finale
sad
in certain
finale
ways.
with all these breakups.
It really was.
But it was nice seeing Esther and Joanne have that moment after they've both been kind of through these breakups.
And Esther really being there and supporting Joanne and being like, you're basically Jewish. You do all these things. I don't know what else you're really searching for.
They've come a long way since season 1. Yeah.
That's why I really like that moment between them. It was such a payoff after everything that they've been through together on this show. So I really love that Esther was the one there. Yeah. It was really great seeing them have that moment. And then we get the big Noah and Joanne chase.
The big chase.
Like
when Harry met Sally, they're running after each other.
And we get a great speech from him.
It was funny. They go past each other. Like the going in the elevator.
Oh, I know.
Going down, him going up. That stuff's great. I love that.
I like that he's just like, none of it matters. You're my soulmate. I don't care if you're Jewish or not Jewish. Like at this point, it just doesn't matter. I just need you in my life.
Yep. I choose you.
And I feel like we kind of needed to hear that from him.
I choose you. I choose you.
There we go. That was better.
I choose you. Too far. All right.
Yeah. We'll work on it. We'll work
red flag, green flag.
Let's do it.
Red flag, green flag for all these relationships we see in season 2 of Nobody Wants This. Starting with Joanne and Noah. Red flag, Noah didn't want Joanne to move in.
That was a big
That was scary. That was real scary.
That was a big, like, where is this relationship headed type of moment. I
And
really
him-
thought I was like, this is not great.
And him being so casual about it. It was scary.
Yeah.
Green flag, they do seem to spend every night together anyway. So I'm like, it's not the being with her that seems to be the problem.
Yeah. Well, he just was really wrapped up in the converting thing. And I do think he was overthinking that like a little bit.
What I do have as a red flag, Joanne has not converted. Like, it has been a while. And she isn't even working to get converted.
I think the red flag with that a little bit is that she is at all these events. She's going to Shabbat. She's doing all this stuff with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, what more does she want? What else is she really looking for?
Well, that was the green flag I put, is that she's basically Jewish now. Like, it's not
Yeah,
like
she is,
she has
yeah.
some hold up about being like culturally Jewish, because she seems to be doing everything anyway. Like,
But I get her taking it so seriously because he's taking it so seriously. And the whole thing about being like the rabbi's wife, like that felt like a lot of pressure.
yeah.
So I think that the rabbi part of this does make it a lot more serious than just, oh, I'm converting because my husband's Jewish.
Yeah. Well, red flag also was that Joanne was wearing that wedding dress while shopping for Morgan's wedding dress.
Big
because
red flag.
I think that was so scary because this whole show opened with Rebecca being too eager to get
Yeah.
married and blowing things up. And I was like, this feels like some real foreshadowing of you really want to get married and like could blow this whole thing up with Noah.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
he's not going to take too kindly to being pushed into getting married, as we've already seen, as poor Rebecca's out there doing surf class now.
Well, he takes everything incredibly seriously.
He does.
It's just how
Yeah.
he, which everyone, like, you should take marriage seriously, but, you know, like, he takes it very, very seriously.
But the green flag is that I think overall is that he does want her to convert because he is so serious about
Yeah,
her.
I
And
agree
we
with
see
that.
those moments along the way of the show of him saying to his mom, like, she is going to be in our life long term. Like, he does. And I do think he keeps fighting these battles where it feels like maybe they should break up because, like, he doesn't want to. Like, he does want to be with her forever.
And he comes to
That's
that
kind of the ultimate green
conclusion
flag.
quickly. Like, he comes to it quickly at that party of, what am I doing? I want her in my life. We will figure it out. And maybe I need to, like, relax a little and take a step back.
Yeah, because that's kind of the ultimate green flag is if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to be
Yeah.
committed to someone to be with them forever, you can probably find a way to make it work. Like, if you really love each other.
Yeah. And I'm glad he came to that conclusion of, like, we'll figure this out. Maybe it's not in the order that I want it to be or how exactly I want it to be, but we'll figure it out together.
I threw in a couple more red flag and green flags for some of the other couples. Esther and Sasha. Esther saying she wants to live alone.
Eek,
where
not
She
great.
sent something down and it's still there when she comes back. I was like, whoa. That is a red flag for her not wanting to be with Sasha.
Yeah. We really need to dig deeper in there and figure out what is going on with Esther.
But the green flag is that Sasha says he's like willing to give her space. If she needs to go off and
my
find herself and come
God.
back, like
It was
ride or
so
die. And I
sweet.
was like, that's really
He
sweet.
was like, I am the guy who will be here waiting for her. I was like, oh my God. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a red flag that Esther is so desperate to find herself and be fun this season. Everything from
I
like the
know.
bangs to the sexy cat to just everything going on with her. You're like, she's not being herself. She's trying to like find herself now that she's getting out of mom mode, basically, because her daughter's getting older. And she's like, I
Yeah.
never really found myself.
And I think that's kind of the difference of men and women too. Of like, she was really like wrapped up in being a mom and with the kid, and it sounds like she kind of lost herself a little bit in that. And
But the green flag for their relationship that I really want her to find is that Sasha is fun and
Yeah.
can make her more fun if she's open to it. She's just like kind of putting a wall up that she has to be fun on her own. It's like, you can be fun with Sasha. Like, y'all can find this.
I think they just haven't been fun in a long time, is what it seems like.
Yeah.
Because he's looking for fun from Morgan.
I mean, and it is
He's
tough
not
to
looking
see
for it
how
from her.
him and Morgan are so effortlessly having fun.
Yeah. So I think she's like, I
off on
want
their
to have
adventures
fun.
to crack a phone open and stuff. Like they're
Yeah.
just so effort. Yeah,
It's an interesting storyline. I like that they did go there with Esther and Sasha this season because I do think this is a universal story, and it's interesting seeing a new couple who was like figuring out to move in together or not, and then a long-term married couple where she is really going through something, and how do we deal with that?
Yeah. I didn't put these on there, but Joanne's parents, Henry and Lynn, red flag, he's gay. Green flag, though, they seem to love each other.
They do. They do. I'm glad that they like figured out their relationship.
And I wanted to end it with Morgan and Andy.
This better be all red flags with Morgan
the
and
red
Andy.
flag is he dated other patients. He weaponizes what she said in therapy against her. He proposed to her when she knows nothing about him or his family. His wealth is incredibly sketchy. She even makes a comment of, I guess he overcharges people. And he berated a waiter at Purim. Like, too far.
When that was revealed, I was like, oh, we haven't even seen the worst of Dr. Andy. I did not like that.
I did want to throw in one green flag as he claims he's an associate producer on the Go Deep Game, the movie. So that's something. That's something he's got for him.
I did think, oh, that's great. Look at him getting in the movie business.
That's great. Yeah. All right. Well, you got to go catch a flight. Do you want to tell them where you're going?
I am headed to Wilmington, the teen drama mecca, and I'll be at the One Tree Hill convention this upcoming weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll talk about it on the pod at some point. But yeah, it's going to be great.
Good luck at the costume contest.
I know. I'm hoping I win. It's a good one,
crossed.
guys. And if you want to see what I'm wearing, be sure to follow us on social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at @previously_teen TV. Please follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you're listening to us there. And rate us 5 stars while you're at it. We would love that. And you can buy our merch. We have a lot of great One Tree Hill and the Summer Turned Pretty merch on Etsy. And that's under Previously on Teen TV. Thanks for listening.
Bye.